Hi everybody, welcome back to another edition of the SMU Death Penalty Dynasty here on NCAA Football 2006. This is James coming back at you with some more commentary. Today we are hosting yet another one of our former Conference USA opponents, the ECU Pirates. They are coming to town, and the number 2 SMU Mustangs are more than happy to host the ECU Pirates. It's a beautiful day here in Dallas. Sun is setting. It's going to be setting for the next 3.5 hours. Here come the Mustangs. We're excited to get this one started. We look fantastic in each of our first 2 games against UTEP and Houston. Another couple of former UTEP opponents, and this guy right here, Eric Clark, has been fantastic. 47 for 67, 905 yards, 9 touchdowns in 2 games. Does have a few picks. I have a few picks, let's be real about it. Other than that, he's been fantastic. Both guys like us, so we're excited to see how we do here. ECU isn't quite what they were a few years ago. They're still a decent Conference USA team. They're kind of middle of the pack. They're one of those teams that they might make it, they might not. Mooney is a guy that we faced a few times now. Their impact tight end is gone. They gave us problems last year, but everybody else just about is back. So we'll see how ECU does in Dallas. This is our last conference game before we start conference play. We have a week off, and then we play Nebraska. So we want to be careful not to look ahead here, and we got to get started right off the bat. Brent Mooney, their quarterback, is hurt. I do not believe he comes back into this game. I think that's about all we see him. They do have an impact back here. Smith, they're going to give him the ball quite a bit, especially early on. You can see by the numbers. They're giving him the ball 26 times a game, which is quite a bit. So he's the workhorse, and they're on the move. 2nd and 5. They're going to go back to Smith. That one's eaten up by Baraka Bridges. That's out of here. 3rd and 7, direct snap. Smith, he's going to pick that up with ease. Cuts back inside and gets all the way down to the 13-yard line. So ECU is on the move here. The backup quarterback, Brandt, he's going to take a sack. That's enough of that. Nigel Barnes gets around the corner, gets through the edge, and that's a sack. So that's going to go ahead and set ECU back at 2nd and 16, double tight left. They're going to run the pitch, and that one's eaten alive. That's Barksdale, our kid out of Iowa, an athlete. He's looked pretty good so far coming off that edge. So 3rd and long, they're going to dump it off to Smith, who has a ton of room to run, but isn't quite going to pick up everything. It does set up a much easier field goal here. 33 yards from the left hash. Kick is up and good. So ECU takes an early 3-0 lead. Takes about 2.5 minutes, but a nice efficient drive from ECU. We get to see our offensive play. Eric Clark, he's going to roll. He's going to throw deep, and is picked off on his very first throw of the game. Bonner gets all the way upfield and gets all the way down to the 42. 1 play, 1 turnover. Inauspicious start here for the SMU Mustangs. Just like last year, this team went 21-0 up on us early on, and here they're already up 3-0, and they're in prime position to score again. They're going to run the pitch. Cameron White's all over that. They tried that halfback pass, no sir. They do the handoff at a shotgun on the left hash. Smith gets a lot of room there and is actually able to pick up a 1st down. So he's all the way down to the 31. 2 running backs in the shotgun. Brandt, lefty, throws over the middle, finds Smith. So the running back, not only on the run game, but getting it done in the passing game as well. Brandt throws left, has Smith, picks up a few yards there. Nice chunk on 1st down. Going to make it 2nd and 6, direct snap. Smith gets a lot of it. No face mask. We got fortunate there. Coyote Brown makes a nice play, but it is 3rd and 1. I formation, tight end, play action, end zone, touchdown, ECU. It is 10-0 Pirates here in Dallas. Last year it was 21. This year we're down 10-0. We've run 1 play, and it was a pick. So another pretty rough start. You can kind of tell maybe we're looking ahead a little bit. Nebraska's a pretty big opponent on our schedule here coming up. So we'll see if the boys can wake up. Right off the bat, it's another overthrow, so Clark's off to a rough start, 0 for 2. 2nd and 10, he's going to throw deep. He's looking for Trey Caraway. Catches it off the deflection, but he catches it out of bounds. 3rd and 10, Clark scrambles, looks, rolls left, fires to Michael Chisholm, and he's able to hit that one. That's a big catch from Michael Chisholm to bail out his quarterback there. Started out 0 for 3 with 3 bad passes, and just like that, we're at midfield. Shotgun left hash. We're going to fire short to Trey Caraway, who's not able to haul that one in. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 at midfield. Caraway surveys, rolls right. He's going to fire deep to Joshua Moore, who was able to haul in that catch. Great catch from Josh Moore. That improves Eric Clark to 2 for 6 on the day. And we're down to the 25. Jakari Brown, tons of space. Juke move inside the 10-yard line. Good-looking run play there. Picks up 17. Clark surveys, fires right, has Michael Chisholm, who's able to stretch that 6'6" frame and get into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU Mustangs. Michael Chisholm once again gets on the scoreboard. He's been doing it all year so far, and he's here doing it again. So Michael Chisholm, great looking play there. It's going to make it 10-7 ECU. Brandt thought about throwing. He's going to run for it and actually does a pretty decent little job there. Picks up about 5 or 6 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5. Brandt under center. Surveys, fires right. That one's knocked away. Great defensive play there. 3rd and 5. Shotgun Brandt looks, fires over the middle, and he overthrows his receiver. Lucky to get that one back, but ECU will have to punt it as we head to the second quarter. 10-7 ECU. Under center, Eric Clark looks as they get the ball back here for SMU. Got fortunate to get that one back. That was another bad ball. We get man coverage. We get Xavier Hart in space, and he's loose over the midfield all the way down to the 42-yard line. So you're starting to see us kind of get back in shape here. Clark looking for everything down the field. Trey Caraway, touchdown, SMU Mustangs. The Trey Caraway breakout is real, and it is spectacular. 42-yard touchdown for the junior from Oklahoma. A beautiful ball from Eric Clark, and a great catch. He has been fantastic so far. He is the real deal, folks. 14-10 SMU. We get the ball right, or almost get the ball right back. We almost got a pick there, but that was knocked away. 2nd and 10, double running back shotgun. That one's knocked away as well. 3rd and 10. At their own 16, Brandt under center, surveys, rolls left, comes back and throws it to nobody in particular, but there may have been a reason for it. There's a flag on the play, generally in that vicinity. It's pass interference. Pass interference on the defense. There's a little bit of a train wreck there in the middle of the field there. That could have been why that pass was so badly overthrown. And it's going to give ECU a fresh set of downs. They're going to go to the ground game, and Smith again after an offside. He picks up a decent chunk of yardage there. It's going to be 2nd and 3. They're going to go with the counter play. Smith, actually, I think he lost a yard or two there. It's a great job by the defense and Xavier and Franklin. 3rd and 5, shotgun, play action. Brandt surveys. He's going to throw it deep downfield, and he's got his man. And what a nice catch, man. He got all the way down to the 11-yard line. Great ball, double coverage. Tip your cap to Brandt here. I thought we had this one locked up. And we're not able to get off the field, so ECU not going away without a fight. Under center, double tight. Smith up the gut. Picks up a couple there, but not much else. 2nd and 7 at the 8 under center. Brandt surveys, throws to the right, tipped up in the air, and it's intercepted by Isaiah Johnson, and he's loose. He's across midfield. He's got one man to beat. Can he do it? 15-10. Oh, is caught from behind. He did all the hard work, but couldn't bring it home. Isaiah Johnson ran about 85 yards on the interception return, but couldn't bring it to the house. What a spectacular play to get in front of this pass, bring in his own deflection, and it was just a matter of outrunning number 4, but he couldn't get it done. As it stands, we're at the 7. First play, Eric Clark option pitches, Jakari Brown, touchdown, SMU Mustangs. So instead of ECU looking in to go score, it's us that gets the points. That's a 14-point swing, and it's 21-10 Mustangs. Brandt gets another chance here. Fires left, has Arnold, but not for much. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9 at the 0-21. I formation tight end set. Little counter play to Smith. Picks up a few there. Is able to pick through the offensive line. He ends up picking up 3. 3rd and 6. Shotgun. Brandt looks, surveys, fires deep. Can he find him again? No, he found somebody. He found Cameron White. Unfortunately, he wears blue. Interception. SMU Mustangs. Dial up your mom. Let her know. Yes, that's me. I'm on TV. Nice job, kid. Great interception. We get the ball back. It's another turnover. That's back-to-back interceptions on back-to-back drives. And all of a sudden, we've reasserted ourselves. So 10-0 has turned into 21-10. And we're back in business. Nice play, kid. 1st and 10, shotgun our own 34. Clark looks, rolls right. He's going to fire deep to Casimir Walker, who overthrows the ball. He's not able to bring that one in. There is laundry on the field, however, and that's generally holding. It is holding on Armandus Buckles. It is what it is. 1st and 10 at our own 24. High snap on the shotgun. Clark does a great job avoiding it. Rolls left, fires deep to Trey Caraway, who brings it in. And he's hurt. ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you know right now that's the last catch Trey Caraway catches this entire season. We will show in a little bit here. Trey Caraway, he just tore his ACL. When this happened during the game, I was like, I kind of had that moment. It's like halfway through the second quarter. I'm like, do I quit out? Like, people do that, right? Like, it's never happened. If you quit out, you can basically reverse time. No, we decided, you know what? In terms of authenticity, even though it hurts, even though it was looking like he might be the breakout guy, I decided to roll with it. Obviously, we had the wide receiver depth, but we're going to see it come up here in just a second. There it is, complete ACL tear for Trey Caraway. That is his season. We hope to have him back in 2016. Hopefully he doesn't go pro. He could go pro. He has had a good start to the season here. But, yeah, that is the end of Trey Caraway's season. 2.5 games in. He was looking fantastic. We've got other receivers on this roster. Joshua Moore, this is supposed to be his time. Michael Chisholm can step into that role. Casimir Walker still has that impact label. And then that gives an opportunity to the freshmen that redshirted last year. It's Drayton Anderson and Isaac Jones. Those guys can step up as well if they want to take that opportunity. But, yeah. That was looking like a number one for a hot second. He was tearing it up. He tore up Houston. He was tearing up ECU. He tore up UTEP. I think he had over 100 yards in each of those first two games. I think he was well on his way to 100 here. That's it. So we'll hopefully get him with our rehabilitation staff. We'll get him healed up, and he'll be our number one next year if he wants to be, if he wants to come back. As things stand right now, we are driving. It's 28-10. It's unfortunate that things have worked out the way they have, but we got to put our heads down, forget about it. And, obviously he's a part of this team, but we've got other things in front of us right here. We still have a really good wide receiver crew, and we need to take advantage. Eric Clark's looked fantastic so far, and so is our running game. Jakari Brown, touchdown's going to make it 35-10, so the offense looks fantastic. We got the wide receivers as well. We still have good ones, so we got to pick ourselves up. We got to go into the locker room. We're going to get the bad news, but we're going to forget about it, and we're going to come closer as a team. 35-10 SMU at halftime. We're going to go ahead and go into the second half with the ball. Shotgun. Clark looks, fires to the right, has Joshua Moore, but does not pick up a whole heck of a lot of yards there. Eric Clark being very efficient. In fact, only picked up 1 yard. Brown up the middle. Nice spin move and found the hole. I think he drew a flag as well. So got almost all of that almost all that yardage back and picks up the face mask. So a nice gain there from Jakari Brown. Good job navigating the inside there. Shotgun Clark. Right hash. Fires over the middle. Not able to bring that one in, Michael Chisholm. 2nd and 10, under center. Clark surveys. He's going to fire back to Chisholm. Can't bring that one in either. So we're going to have 3rd and 10 here at our own 32. Clark surveys, rolls left. He's going to fire, lob it deep, and he's got Joshua Moore. Great job by Joshua to get down there and make that play. Clark put it in a place that only he could get it. You see the mesh there. He's able to get loose. He's able to find some open space on the left side of the field, though. So we're all the way down to the ECU 42. They get instant pressure, and that play had no chance. That play was dead on arrival. 2nd and 18 at midfield. Shotgun Clark surveys left hash, fires deep to Michael Chisholm, brings it in. 10-5, touchdown SMU Mustangs. Michael Chisholm stepping up. Maybe his role expands a little bit with Trey Caraway out for the season. Immediately comes up with the goods here. 50-yard touchdown pass, and it's 42-10 SMU Mustangs. Just like last year, we went down early, and we've gotten hot. So it's 42-10 after being down 10-0. And here come the SMU Mustangs. You love to see it. ECU going to get back to work. Delayed handoff to Smith. Breaks a tackle. Nice job. Is able to pick up about 4 or 5 yards there. 2nd and 6. Actually, 2nd and 3, but after a false start, brings it 2nd and 8. They don't get much there, so it's going to be about 3rd and 6. Shotgun, handoff. Nope, it's play action. Brandt surveys, tries to kind of get out of there, but stumbled a little bit, and that was all she wrote. That's another sack for this defense. It's going to bring up another 4th and long. Just a tenacious defensive line. Obviously, we've got new guys in there, but the defensive tackles are good. Nigel Barnes is good. Coyote Brown's good. We've got talent. pretty much everywhere on that defense. We're going to huck it deep. I don't know how Josh Moore came down with that one. Great catch in double coverage. Probably not a fantastic idea to throw this ball into double coverage in the middle of the field, but hey, when you got a guy like Joshua Moore, you can make that play. 1st and 10 at the ECU 29. Shotgun fire left. Trying to hit Michael Chisholm, but he's not able to haul that one in either. We get man coverage. We do have Xavier Hart. He's still on this team. He crosses the 20. 15 fumbles, and ECU scoops it up. I thought that ball was destined to go out of bounds. Instead, ECU gets a turnover, so it's not quite lights out yet for the Pirates. Nice play there to keep the ball in bounds. You did see Eric Clark did pass the 400-yard passing mark for the game. He's going to be doing that quite a bit. I think with this offense, he's looked fantastic so far. They fire short to Green, able to pick up about 5 or 6 there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4. Ace formation, fired over the middle. Another halfback pass. That one didn't quite work out. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4, their own 27. Delayed handoff to Smith. Finds a little bit of space, but does not pick up the first down. Great job by Isaiah Johnson to clean up that pass. Let me get the ball back here. Clark's going to fire right. He's going to find Casimir Walker. A nice catch for Casimir, his first catch of the day. 2nd and 5 at our own 32. Shotgun. Clark scrambles, looking for any type of space. Does chuck it and finds Joshua Moore, just like on the last drive, down the left boundary. Great job by Clark putting the ball where his guy could go get it. And Joshua Moore, he's going to come up with the goods again here. Across the 25, another big-time catch. 9 catches, 185 yards. Great-looking day for Joshua Moore. Jakari Brown up the gut, uses his power, and I believe he got all of it. They're going to mark him short. 2nd and 1. Clark surveys, fires right. Chisholm is able to pick up that first down. That'll take us into the 4th quarter. 42-10 SMU with 6 minutes to go. What does it look like from here? Another handoff to Dakari Brown, and that is a ton of space. Easy as you like. Touchdown, SMU Mustangs. Brown just strolls into the end zone. Great blocking on the perimeter. The wide receivers did a great job on the DBs and just sealed it all off, and it's 49-10. Brant shotgun. He's looking for room. He does have Smith. Smith picks up another nice gain. He's picking up about 12 or 13. 15 carries, 4.4 yards a carry. Not the best day in the world, but he's doing his best. They fire over the middle. Smith is not able to haul that one in. It's going to be 2nd and 10. They're going to hand off to Smith out of the ace formation. He's able to pick up a nice gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Shotgun. Brant, direct snap to Smith. We're not able to make the play. We got caught in 2 worlds there. And Smith navigates around us, and he's able to pick up a nice first down. They're going to go direct snap again. We handle that one a little bit better. It's about a game of 3 or 4. 2nd and 7, you'll never believe it. It's a direct snap for the 3rd time, and once again, we're caught in no man's land. Smith breaks a tackle, gets all the way down to the 26-yard line. They ran direct snaps 3 plays in a row. What do you do? Smith finds room. He's got plenty of space to operate, gets caught up, and is drugged all the way down at the 8-yard line. He's now well over 100 yards. Option play, Brand pitches it off to Smith. Nobody in particular is out here. Touchdown, ECU Pirates. Great drive there from Smith. He basically handled that entire drive, but that was pretty much it. That was the last fireworks of the game, and that does it. We win 49-17. Obviously, there's a lot to take away from this game. Good passing performance, but the loss of Trey Caraway is going to sting. I was really, really enjoying watching him play those first couple of games, and especially after the bowl game he had last year. I'm thinking to myself, this is it. Maybe we just let the reins loose and let him go win it all as a junior, and then we just, we have to replace 5 guys next year. As it is, he's done. And again, hopefully we get him back next year. There are other guys on this roster that can do it. And we're going to find out who can do it in short order, because we got to go to Nebraska, who's the number 3 team in the country. So I hope you stick around for that one. I hope you enjoyed this one. And we will go through the stats here. Again, we kind of mentioned Eric Clark, 454 yards, only 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, but still a great passer rating. Brown, 7 carries, 4 touchdowns. Talk about efficiency for Jakari there. Really nice. No fumbles. Xavier Hart did have the 1 fumble. He had 53 carries. Moore, 9 for 185, and there's Trey Caraway. 2 catches, 86 yards, and a touchdown. But on a second catch, it didn't score. He tore his ACL. So, again, we move on. Chisholm had 3 drops on 5 catches. It's not a great ratio. That's going to have to improve. And maybe Casimir Walker gets more involved as well. So, again, thank you so much for joining in. We got a big one next week. We're going to number 3 Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, the Sea of Red. It's going to be interesting. We'll see how it goes, but thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Take care.